first started playing with Wexford when I was on the under-14 development squad. I think Ferns had just opened, and thankfully I was lucky enough to be on the underage squads the whole way up, from under-14 through senior. I'm Richie Lawlor. I'm a part of the Wexford senior hurling squad. Since I was about in TY 5th year, I've always wanted to become a teacher. I was more lenient to become a secondary school teacher back in school, and then just in the summer then for college, when all the CAA offers opened up, I actually just picked primary, and then I just stuck with it ever since. So I don't think it was a question of not being a teacher, it was just a question of primary or secondary, and happy enough I went to do primary now. The underage just went from 14s, 15s, and then it jumped from 15 to minor. Obviously when you're that age, you're still progressing and learning. It's good to get experience with lads from around the county, all the way up through those underage stuff, and then that will develop you to become part of the senior setup or even the under-20 setup before that. Being in DCU means I played some Fitzgibbon hurling, so that was obviously a big part of my development, because the teams there, the people you get to play with from different counties, it's the only opportunity that you really get. Usually you're on the field in different jerseys, but it's nice to put on the same jersey. And we won minor in 19. It was a close tight battle with Kilkenny. They had actually beaten us in the round robin stages of that, so it was nice to get a win over them. Yeah, I suppose the feeling in Croke Park that day was a bit surreal. We were actually playing before the seniors that day as well, so there was a bit of a bigger crowd than what we were used to. But we kind of got the goal at the end there. Keane Byrne scored a goal at the end, and that kind of secured us for us. And the final whistle blew then, and sure, it was just a roller coaster of emotions. And then going up down the steps to collect the cup and lift the cup was a good moment, proud moment. After minor, then we went up to the under 20. I had 3 years at under 20, and in my last year under 20, I actually got a foot injury, so I missed the first 2 or 3 championship games in that. But thankfully, the team that was there had progressed through, and I was fit and able to play the semi-final, Leinster semi-final and Leinster final. When you come in young into the panel, you're full of confidence and you're happy to be there, and then there's a big step up between under 20 and senior. You know, you think you have that extra half second, but you don't have that extra half second. And even physicality wise, like I know there's a lot of under 20 teams now that are focusing on gym and building up muscle and stuff, but it's another step up then to go from under 20 to senior. You see the lads out there who might be 28, 29, 30, you know, trying to compete with some of them under a ball, it's tough enough. My first start came in 2022. It was a Walsh Cup match against Laois, up in Laois. I scored a goal that day. Last year I started against Dublin in the championship in Croke Park. So that was my first time in Croke Park since the minor final. Yeah, and then this year then I've kind of started all of the games so far today, thankfully. So usually our training week would be something like on the pitch Wednesdays and Fridays, and then you have a match then either Saturday or Sunday. With the match, your whole day is kind of taken up preparing for that, and then afterwards you were getting your food afterwards to recover and stuff. So that's 3 nights a week on the field, and then we have gym on Mondays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays is collective, so we have to travel for our gym. There's a squad here in Ferns, and there's another squad up in Dublin for all the Dublin-based guys. There's about 10 or 12 of us, I think, that are based in Dublin, and we all most of us come from DCU. I think there's 4 or 5 from DCU, and we go to Ballymount, which is about 25 minutes away. This semester I'm on placement, so I've 4 weeks of placement now starting this week. I'm down in Dundrum, so it's an hour commute from DCU, which isn't great, but has to be done. So I'm up early in the mornings, up around 7, then get down to school around 8:15, and then after school finishes 2:30, I might be home at 3:15, 3:30. On the way down to training, there's a bit of traffic in Bray. It's a bit chock a block there sometimes. Could take anywhere between 2 hours is usually what it takes us, with a quick 5-10 minute coffee stop on the way. So we'd be leaving Dublin around 4 o'clock, getting down here for 6:30 training, and then sure, if we finish here around 9:30, we mightn't be back home till 11 o'clock. There is a conveyor belt of players coming through there. You know, you've likes of Keem Loy, Keem Byrne, Conor Foley, Corey Byrne Dunbar. You know, they were all on the 20s team last year before. Team spirit is high at the moment. You know, we have been unbeaten this season. There's a lot of happy faces coming into training. There's a good buzz around training. You know, full credit to the management and the team. They had done up Wexford Park with the new seats. The new purple and gold seats look very well on the pitch when they're empty, but they actually look better when they're full of the purple and gold jerseys of all the children and adults. When you're playing and there's a good crowd there, it kind of adds that extra buzz on the field. It gives you that 16th man mentality. So, you know, a good crowd make a big difference on the field.